Hi guys, this is Kevin with Kevin and Kim Outdoor Adventures. Today we are going to compare the Blackstone versus the portable pellet grill. So both of them have their functions and uses. So today we are going to head off competition between these two, and then you guys decide what you like. Please make sure you stay tuned to the very end because I have some bonus and some extra saving features that you might be interested in. The first thing we're going to talk about, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the Blackstone grill. As you can see, we've used ours quite a bit that we have, so a little bit faded and everything on the front. But they come in many different sizes. They have a 17-inch, which is what we feature here, like a 26-inch. They have a dual burner or 3 burner, so they have many different sizes and shapes. But we're going to talk about our 17-inch Blackstone and some of the features that it has with it. So some of the key features just wanted to point out. It has a 17-inch cooking space, or 200 square inches of cooking space. Easily controlled cooking zone, has 12,500 BTU output. Inside there is a single stainless steel burner that's kind of pretty much it's like an H-style burner that's on the inside. It has a grease management system that's in the back that actually allows a little tray that goes in the back that will allow it to kind of run down to catch all the grease. Inside has an ignition, a piezo ignition. As you do it, it's supposed to light and start. There's really kind of a low maintenance stainless steel front plate. These are just some of the features that the 17-inch Blackstone that it features. There is also an ability, standard comes with the regulator, that you can either hook up to a bottle or you can get an attachment that'll actually hook up to your tank with a hose. All right, so now we're going to look at some of the features of the Blackstone grill. The Blackstone grill actually the cooking surface is very similar to a cast iron skillet. So it's kind of that you coat it just like you would a cast iron skillet with a little oil, and it works pretty much just like a cast iron skillet. The heating of it, or the oil or the grease, it all comes off, like mentioned before. All the grease kind of collects into the little pan back here at the back, so it allows that to cook. You can close this off if you want to. A lot of time I'll put something in there if I'm doing stir fry or I want to keep the juice or keep the grease. I kind of close it off there. So that is something that you can do. The one thing about this, it is truly portable. So the portability of it, you just get you a little portable tanks, and you can take it tailgating. You can take it on the back of your pickup truck, kind of pretty much off-grid with zero power or anything. You can really fully cook on this if you're going to be backpacking. And they do have an accessory of like a backpack bag that you can actually have for this grill that some people actually take with them out in the wilderness. So there definitely is that ability to be kind of off-grid cooking. To just fire up, bring the Blackstone with us, and have a little kind of a little dinner cookout. Another feature that it has is it's just light and start, set your temperature and go. You're able to cook many things, everything that you would pretty much cook into like a frying pan. You can cook at this grill. We use it to cook eggs and bacon. You could cook hamburgers. You can cook chicken, stir fry, many different things that you can cook. Okay, here we go. The other grill we're going to compare is the ASMOKE AS300. It too is also portable. It allows you to come out to go camping or other areas, so it has portability. On the inside, it has a 4-pound hopper. The 4-pound hopper, enough to put the pellets. It uses wood pellets, regular wood pellets, as if a big pellet grill. There's 2 racks inside. It has It's a 17 and a half inch area that it actually does 256 square inches of cooking area. You can cook 9 burgers and hot dogs. It's big enough to cook like a roast or some meat, everything in there. It has a digital control panel, so you just pretty much set the temperature that you want it, set it and go. It goes up to 500 degrees. It acts like a little oven, so if you're familiar with pellet grills, pellet smokers, you can not only do you cook meat, but you can bake cookies, you can cook pizza, really anything in a small little oven that it actually acts like. So the one thing about this, as far as portability, is you do have to have a 110 power source. So you have to be able to plug it in to AC power. So that is one thing as far as portability that you need to make sure that you have. So you can't truly tailgate unless you have like a generator or some other source that you can provide the 110 power to do the hopper and the blower. It also comes with, it has the ability, it has a little drip that'll catch the drippings as they come down. It also has a meat probe that you can connect up to the panel, and it'll have a digital meat probe. So it does have the ability to where you can actually control the meat and know the temperature of the meat that you're smoking. So you can either smoke on a low smoke feature or on a high temperature. For a portable pellet grill, it actually has a lot of features that your bigger pellet grills, your bigger Traegers and that you would have. So now we're going to take a look at some of the pros and cons of each unit. First, we're going to take a look at the pellet grill. One good thing about the pellet grill that it has is it allows you the ability to, we do a lot of hiking or going out boating on the lake or going away for the afternoon. We can set this up, have our meat all on the grill, have everything ready to go, and just let it go. Let it just go and cook the meat throughout the day. We come back after our adventures and everything through the day, and we have a nice hot meal. It's all ready to go. You can set your food and get everything ready to go on the grill and put it on low smoke, and then go away for the day, go do your hiking trip, and come back and your food will be cooked. So it's one of the good key features about having the smoker is you're able to slow cook your food while you go out and about and do your thing. We also, another thing that we liked on this as well is the hamburgers, and we're so used to cooking on a fire or actually having that wood taste. With having natural wood pellets as your fuel source, you actually get that wood flavor, that wood taste that you have. You can also smoke, you can bake. There's many different versatility things that you can do with the pellet grill that you can't do with the Blackstone. The one thing about this that is probably a con with it is this does require a little bit more steps in cleaning. You have because it does collect the grease, and it does have the grease that's on there, it usually gets real smoky and charcoaly, and it's, you can get kind of really messy. So you have to really kind of clean. The other thing that we noticed on this, there's some seals that go on here. If you get the grease, and it has the ability to open it up, where if you want the flame versus you just want the smoke, you can slide the grate on the inside. We had it where we had the grate open and kind of have a little bit of a grease fire because it is an actual open flame. So we have had it where this thing had kind of heated up and flames poured out, and it actually kind of melted a little bit of the seals that go along the edge and everything here. Some of it's kind of coming off. So that was one thing that we noticed on the downside of the pellet grill that it did have. Also, it's the portability on it. Like I mentioned before, you have to have 110 power. You have to be able to do it. So you can't truly be tailgate or be 100% portable. You have to still have that power source. It does come with, we do have a carrying bag, and it all fits in nicely and stores nicely in the carrying bag. Another thing, probably a feature or con, but it just comes with the nature of having a pellet grill, is you do have to have wood pellets. There's many different types of wood pellets that you can buy. different flavors and everything to give flavor to your meat. But that is one thing you have to have. You have to have electrical power, and you have to have wood pellets for your fuel source. Now let's talk about some of the features that we don't like. One thing about this is igniter on the inside doesn't always ignite all the time. If it gets any kind of moisture or anything, it doesn't ignite the fuel. We carry a portable lighter and everything with us to light that, because you do need to have that. Another thing, if it's a windy day like it is today, the burner with the wind can actually blow the burners out, and you don't know it, and gas and everything. Since you are using propane, you need to use a little bit of caution. We have had where we went to go light it, because it had blown out and it like singed all the hairs off my arm. So there is a little bit of caution when using this type of grill. Another thing that's another feature that you can't do with this, like we had mentioned with the pellet grill, something like this, you can't really set it and go. Whereas with like the pellet grill, you can put some meat on there, you can go camping, go hiking, do what you're going to do for the afternoon, and then come back your food. Whereas this, you have to prepare your food, you have to be there to do it. So that is kind of a downside, because we like to be, you know, on the go and do stuff outdoors and adventures, and so we don't have the ability to do that on this grill. Storage on the Blackstone is probably a little bit easier. Once you get everything cleaned up and you kind of pre-grease or pre-oil, you just take the grease things for that dude in there. And then that flips over on top. They have many different storage bags, from a backpack to a kind of little bag like this. This bag you can kind of get off of Amazon. Fairly inexpensive, $15. And then voila, there you go. This will actually store small enough that it'll actually go up underneath a storage. So unlike the pellet grill, as you've seen, it actually needs to go in the truck because it's a little bigger and bulkier. But now that you have seen the pellet grill versus the Blackstone, now you decide, which do you think works best for you? Put the comments down below which one you think you'd be more likely to use, or anything to be out camping, or which one you think is your favorite. Now that you have stayed to the end, the last thing, just got a couple money saving ideas when it comes to both of these. The first thing we'll talk about is the Blackstone. For those with the portable tanks, they make a little adapter, which I'll put a video attached to this, as you can see in the video attached below. A little adapter that allows you to fill from your big tanks. Or you can actually get a hose that hooks up to your 5-gallon or 30-gallon, 30-pound tank. That'll be a hose adapter that'll go in. So that's a nice tip that you can have when it comes to the Blackstone. Lastly, the tip for doing a pellet grill. We buy the pellets. The pellets we buy are natural oak pellets that we get from Lowe's. The pellets we buy we can get a 40-pound bag for about $6 versus going to Cabela's or any other and getting the ones that are made to have a different flavor smoke. They run about $17 for about a 5-pound or 10-pound bag. So definitely some money saver feature. These cook very well. I've been cooking on these oak pellets for many years. I hope you enjoyed the comparison of these two grills. And once again, thank you once again for watching our videos here at KKOA. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh. Who bought those? Oh my lantas, who bought those steaks?
That would be you. Oh wow. That's gonna be yummy. That's gonna be some good eating.